Hello and welcome back to another episode of Farm and Life at Force. As you can see here behind me, we have grass. The place is lovely and green. We've had some rain and it's still nice and warm out. As you can tell from today's thumbnail, we have had a problem with the Hilux. It is now broke down. So that's the Toyota Hilux that we bought brand new back in 2018. So it's only 4 years old and it's already in the garage. So Dad is going to show you that, tell you what's wrong with it, and hopefully he can fix it. Meanwhile, I'm heading over to my workshop on the second farm and I am prepping a chair because tomorrow I have my very first upholstery course. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll also be moving a bit of cattle somewhere along the way, so I'll try and get some footage of that for you. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help out the channel. You can also subscribe and ring the little bell notification if you want to stay up to date with any of our future episodes. So now let's get to the video.
So I'm here at the Toyota Hilux. It's over the pit and the clutch is gone. So that came today. I hope it's the right one. Hadn't planned to be doing nothing to this machine, to be honest, and I'm a bit annoyed. It's just after going after 60,000 kilometers. So I had this stand here. It's the proper one, and I had to make a few new brackets there to hold the gearbox. Think I have everything off now. The right shaft, the whole lot. We'll have a light and all here in the pit, which is not bad. So I have a drop down. After seeing about getting off the gear stick, I was talking to a chap in Ireland, and actually in our own town, and he gave me a few pointers what to do. She's not complicated, but just to save a bit of hassle. I never did one of these. Now, he tells me the one before this, the clutch is different on it. Because I was trying to explain to him the way the clutch, the housing was on this, and he said the one before this, it's a different clutch. So we'll see. We'll take it out, and I'm not going to film and taking it out now because there's no room down here for a camera. So I just take off the gear stick, and there's two bolts. Ba-ding, should come out. Hopefully I get in tonight and finished, because the cow's calving and we'll have a good bit of other things to do besides this. So back here at my clutch, and have the gear lever out, which is nearly the hardest job. The biggest problem is getting to know just where all the things is in the field, or where the bolts are. But what I did wrong here, I took out all that, and there was no need. All this cover here, because I wasn't sure if that came away from it or not, and you don't want to damage it. So I can put back one piece. I can put it back in two pieces now. I know how it comes apart now. The few lads I've talked to about it, they'd never rip one like this, like the dash like that around the gear lever. So and they said the model before this Toyota had inspection plates on the bed housing, and they're not on this. So I think I have all out now, just to drop it out now. When we used to do these in the mines, they had the old Hilux with the manual levers, and we had a little tripod fitted inside here with a little pulley blocks and the chain going down one side. But to put a tripod in here now, you'd have a right looking mess. So I'll try with the jack underneath, or the sump jack, and see how it goes. But I'll put a strap on it in case it does slip. I have just ready to come out now. I put a little block of timber up there for the engine to sit on, so I wouldn't damage them wires. The starter, there was only one bolt holding on the starter. Whether it's only supposed to be one or not, I don't know. And we were googling a few things there just to find out Well, we're none of the wiser after it all, anyways. But one lad said it'd be easier to take the engine out. Now, I don't think it would, but once you just get to know where things are, but they're just made so compact and whatnot, and I don't know if it needs half this bits and bobs for a working vehicle. So hopefully now I'll just put a few straps on it in case it falls, and get out. So almost ready to have it half split, but it's catching, and all the googling and everything, and it's catching this. I jacked up the yoke out of that engine and all out of the way, hoping to clear it. Still won't clear it, and then I have to take this flange off of the front axle, and hopefully that does it. Now, I was talking to a lad in airport, and I was telling him I was going filming this, and he said, don't show them too much or they won't get him anymore. I wouldn't advise anyone to go at this, especially unless you're able to do a few bits and pieces. So there's our old pressure plate. Lucky enough it started wearing on the side of the pressure plate. So that's the old disc, and you can bend it up and down. It's nearly like a piece of tin now. There's the other one. It's a different make. Got it on the internet. The only thing I see different on it, it fits and all, is the springs on the newer one for taking the shock out of it when you're half your foot of the clutch are bigger and heavier. So now I'm told this is a good make of a clutch, but we'll have to see. The splines and all, everything is okay. The other thing here is different is the fingers, or whatever you call them. There's that kamikaze yoke there. Maybe to stop you pressing the clutch too far, I think. I'm not sure. There's nothing to stop you pressing it here. So we'll see. I'm sure it's an okay of a clutch. Don't want to have to change this yoke again. I would I buy another Toyota at this minute? No. No, I better go in and ring Ollie in case he takes the next flight over. He was in bother there that I couldn't get out. So I don't know if you can see that up there. There's a pilot bird. So to line up the old or the new disc, I made up this little centering shaft. Actually, that's a bit of electric fill stake. I just had to sandpaper it, and that's a socket, which was almost the right size for the clutch. What's up?
I need the keys.
You need what? So there it is in the pilot bird. Now there's a little bit of play on it, I don't mind that. So then the disc, flip it right fell, yeah. Now, so there it's a nice snug fit into the pilot bird. And I'm just using the old disc here. Trying to do this with one hand, isn't it? So that fits in over that. Now there'll be a little bit of play, but it's okay. Now I often on a tractor I often eye them up through the hole, but I can't get my head in there, it's too big. And I'm not taking away the gearbox completely. So that's it. Just fit the release bearing now. I can't get the camera in there. So Toyota's finished, clutch is done. Bit worried doing it because I never did one before because of the electrics. I didn't understand know whether disconnecting all these electrics you'd have to reprogram it all. You don't. And bit disappointed it went at just 60,000 kilometers. Okay, I know we pull big trailers and all that. The only thing I want to do different now is when I'm in the yard, I just have to make sure to have it in low. Say low gear, not the high, but so if you compare this with the Land Rover Defender, that has 3 times the amount of mileage on it and still the same clutch. But I know there's more drivers on this, but not place. It could be myself either. So no, that's all. And the price of it. Things have gone so dear now. If I was to get it done, it would have cost an arm and a leg. So it's not too bad that way. But if I was to start one again now, to be just go out and do it, I wouldn't have a bit of bones. It's nothing that complicated. But with these new machines, just to get the feel of them, and even the gearbox, to know whether I better get it down myself with a third rod, but I didn't. And that's all. So it's done now, and it's all okay, and we have brought a few loads of cattle with it, and hopefully I'll get another 100,000 now. The guy told me in Ireland that I got some advice off. He said that the clutch we put in will last a lot longer than the original Toyota, so I hope he's right. And but this woman on the bike now, it'll save the clutch as well. Okay.
Okay, so I am back in my workshop, and today I'm going to be getting this chair ready. So for Christmas, Mum and Dad actually got me a course to do upholstery, and so I'm getting this chair ready for tomorrow. So I'm going to be redoing the upholstery on it, because as you can see here, it's gone very bad. It's not a nice cushion at all. It sounds odd. This was leather, and by the feel of it, it probably was real leather, but it's all tore up. So the way the upholstery is done is through these, I think they're called upholstery studs, I'm not sure. So the course tomorrow is 3 hours, so to save a bit of time, I'm going to be undoing all of these studs, get all of this off, and then if I get time, I might sand it down a bit. So I'll show you tomorrow when it's done, but I might give it a sand down because it has varnish. It's kind of coming off it in areas and just makes it look really, really old. So I want to sand it down to bring out the nice colour of the wood and probably wax it. But yeah, it will be a nice chair. I have got a little bit of repair work to do, but I'll do that when I get back on the legs, that they're a bit uneven. But yeah, that is the chair. It's a nice kind of semi-round chair. I really like it. I really like the shape of it. It's well made. There isn't too much problems. A small bit of old woodworm in the back, but that's gone now. It's not active. And yeah. So I've taken the studs off the front of it. I still have a lot to go. I've kept them all in here now. Some of them are bent, some of them are broke. Underneath the studs are nails, and they are bait in very flat. So I'm probably going to need to go home and get a pinch. I know Dad has a pinch somewhere. So now that I've gotten all the studs out, I'm just getting out all the nails. There are a lot of nails. And then I'm just seeing that, I don't know if you can see there. So they have the leather and the material, and then I think it actually could be a horse's hair in there, more than likely under a mesh. So I'm going to have to take that off now as well. However, that's tacked on. There seems to be even more nails tacking that on. So there's the first round of upholstery tacks. Then there's a second round of these teeny tiny little nails. And now there looks to be an even third round of nails in there that's holding down the horse's hair. So I've got a lot of work to do. Okay, so I've now got, well, I haven't got every nail out. There's still one or two left that I have to take out. But I've got all of this undone around the edges. So that's it underneath. I just need to unattach all of these springs from the bottom, from the base of it. And then I should be able to take all of this stuff out. Get the last of the nails out around the edges. And see there's one or two there. Just get them all out and then start prepping the wood. Okay, so I am just back from my first class doing the upholstery. I brought the chair. I'm very happy with the results. Here is the chair behind me. So there she is. I'm very happy with how she turned out. I really like the look of the material. It's modern, but it's not too much going on. It's still nice and simple. I love the colour. Just love that colour. So I have a little bit of work left to do. There is a little bit of glue from just putting on the edging that I just need to remove to tidy up, and the legs here in front. But other than that, I am very, very happy with how she turned out. Now, maybe I might turn this into my editing chair, I don't know. But I'm very happy with it so far. So we're going to go moving some cattle now. So the cattle we're moving is cows and calves. So these will be our spring-born calves, and we're just moving them out to some fields with a bit more grass because they've ate where they are now. So I'll show you some of the cattle. So that's that for this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.